United Cities Military Command. Professor Edward Clark has successfully been rescued. Professor Clark, welcome home. Professor, thanks to heavens for having you here with us again. Captain Cooper, congratulations on the successful rescue mission. Nice job. Thank you, and thank you all. I'm really grateful. I like how happy this guy here looks. He looks like Mega Man. Madam Vice President, this mission was suspiciously easy. Something doesn't add up here. Professor Clark seems different, as if he'd been conditioned or brainwashed. I've known him since childhood. But now he's like... Mr. President, he was in captivity for 12 years. We can only imagine what he went through. We need to give him some time to find himself again. 1 week later. Unfortunately, the professor could give us any useful information. The only solid info we could get from him is the location of a vacator religious and scientific center. It is in sector Z35. As far as the professor thinks, there's a chance that we could retrieve information on the research project undertaken by the outlaws. Lieutenant Jade, you have to go there personally and see what you can find. We will secure the site. Understood, General Rico. Just cover my back and I will gather whatever can be found there. I'll talk to the professor. Maybe he can tell me something about their possible security systems. Jade, I can only tell this to you. The Society of the Outlaws has some surprises. But I mean good ones. This may sound strange, but we could learn from them. During the last century, they successfully adapted themselves to this apocalyptic world. Their society is amazing. If you want to see it and learn from them, I could arrange it. Just leave the military out of it. The two of us could rise the Outlaw Society. We could lead them. Just leave this. Professor, what are you talking about? Stop this nonsense. They are the enemies of our society. Wherever they go, all they left behind is death and destruction. They follow no morals, rules or laws. Now I have to go. I was hoping you'd understand, Jade. It's a shame you don't. This is just unbelievable. I can't believe a word the professor said. Must be the result of the 12 cruel years he'd spent with the outlaws. When I come back after the mission, we have to talk about this.
Building online.
So, welcome back to Reconquest.
Enemy unit sighted.
We have to defend this research facility, which is not going to be easy.
Unit under attack.
And we can't build buildings around it, because it's outside our build radius. Thus, it has to be defended by other means, mainly vehicles, because that's really the only thing we have. That's definitely a problem. And let's build you here, let's build another one of these. So we have to get up a vehicle factory fast, because we do get reinforcements, but they're not going to be enough to hands-off defend that.
Construction complete.
Let's get another one of these, because I need to defend this flank here as well, and that
Enemy
flank.
unit sighted.
After that I can focus on actually
Reinforcements have
getting the arms factory. So, let's get you up,
arrived. Complete. Enemy unit
that's
sighted.
what I mean.
Under attack.
And let's get you repaired.
Unit lost. Repair.
And so let's see what we have here. We need to, I want all of these guys to get into the group. Commander, watch my back. There's some intel here. It seems important. We need to get that information. That's great. And so let's repair you. Let's waste this infantry here because it's not very strong.
Under attack. Enemy unit sighted.
And yeah, this is why I need this turret here.
Unit
And another
lost.
one here. And with that said and done, let's get a barracks.
Building.
Or barrack, sorry.
Enemy unit sighted. Reinforcements have arrived.
And let's have you join the team.
Unit under attack. New construction.
Here we go, let's get a war
building.
factory. Could build infantry, but it's so fragile.
Unit sighted.
It's just, I don't think building infantry is going to get me anywhere. So, do I actually have enough power for that? Yeah, I do. So it's good. Let's keep you repaired, even though you're a less useful turret,
Enemy
definitely.
unit sighted. Construction complete.
And let's build a war factory here, so I can
Reinforcements have arrived.
build my
Assembly.
tanks and directly send them north. I wonder whether it could
Enemy
be
unit
worth it to
sighted.
actually just rush the enemy. Or they get free reinforcements, so probably not. So here's like a killer tank, these large guys here.
Unit lost.
So let's focus fire properly here.
Unit lost.
That should take them out quickly enough.
Enemy unit sighted.
And I wonder whether I could move anti-air up there and intercept their reinforcements. To be honest, I don't really know, but it doesn't really matter now. At least I'm getting some heavy tanks.
Enemy unit sighted.
This is the wave which previously killed me, so this is already getting better
Unit lost.
than it used to. So, and let's just focus fire and kill the rocket units first.
Building lost.
Building lost. Oh dear, that's not good.
Repairing. New
So
construction
let's get
options. Reinforcements
one of
have
these.
arrived. Building.
And more reinforcements, that's great. So let's get them over there.
Unit lost.
This is super intense.
Lost. Unit under attack. Unit
So
lost.
that's a lot of unit lost. So this is still not looking great. So let's retreat a little bit.
Sighted.
And they're sending a lot of rocket dudes. So which is obvious because that's going to be good against my tanks, and that's probably the only really useful stuff they have. So
Unit lost.
okay, so let's probably focus on the rocket guys.
Enemy unit sighted.
And damn, they sent a lot of stuff. I wish I could build up there, but I can't. So this is not. Oh, and you can soak some damage, but you also die really quickly. So I don't want to overdo it. It's harder than I thought. I need more time, Commander. Yeah. We don't really have a whole lot of time, to be honest. So
Enemy unit sighted. Unit
this
lost.
is not going well. At least things here aren't going too bad.
Repairing.
And I could use some reinforcements too.
Building
And lost that turret. I did actually manage to beat that wave almost, which is kind of surprising if you ask me. I should have built those lighter tanks. I can't even repair that thing. That's not good.
Enemy unit sighted.
So that is not good at all. So yeah, I think I lost this. Yep, looks like it. Yeah, this is going to be.
Base is under attack. Unit lost.
Yeah, this is not going to go anywhere. Unless it's over now. Nope. I lost.
You lost.
So I kind of managed to line my tanks up in a way that they mostly fire before they get fired at. They will still die in the long run. But I've this flank here secured.
Repairing. Unit
And there was only one infantry squad that attacked from this direction, so I just left one tank there.
Structure sold.
What the hell?
Enemy unit sighted.
Why does this keep happening?
Base is under
So, and it's just, yeah, these guys can now all fire, and they are fired at,
enemy unit sighted.
but it works out relatively well. Like this guy, he didn't get a shot off, and there was also a war factory here, and I did destroy that straight away
Construction complete.
when I
Reinforcements
absorbed the first wave. That's essentially the wave you start with.
assembling. Enemy unit
So
sighted.
maybe I can build a tech center, but then I need power plants and stuff. So I did survive almost as long as I did on a previous attempt. Yeah, this is I think my 4th attempt at this.
Enemy unit sighted.
So we'll see how this goes. So far it's not too bad, but you will need to line up your units carefully like this.
Repairing.
This guy here is going to absorb some shots. And that's how it works. I'm going to build these, mainly building these. I'm only building these. They're not really medium tanks, like heavy-ish tanks. Those seem to be just. They're only 500 credits or dollars or whatever. More expensive than the regular tank, but they last a lot longer.
Enemy
I tried to do it with a regular tank the last time and didn't really work out. I'm also going to try to push up some guys up here. Maybe they can get some free shots off.
enemy
I could show
unit
that
sighted.
works because they could also be attacked themselves. I try to overrun the base, so they do get attacked here. So I don't want to do that. At least otherwise they'll just fight these guys here. So I try to overrun the base, but they get free reinforcements
Enemy unit
via choppers. So even destroying the entire base, I managed to destroy half of it, but they just get. This is mostly free reinforcements for the enemy, so there's no real benefit in destroying the entire base.
lost.
If I could even pull that off, I'm not convinced I could actually do that.
Under attack.
But I'm
Unit
in better shape than I have been for my previous attempts, so this doesn't look too bad.
enemy unit sighted.
You should move a little bit more forward, but I don't want to break this formation because it seems to work pretty well right now. Yeah, that's another reason why I'm building these heavy guys here, because they have better range. So, and range is essentially range is key, because all the units are very fragile. Thus, the one who gets the first shot off has a very strong advantage. It comes the same with the Scorpion tank from Generals. It has the Scorpion rocket, which can only fire off every so often, but it's actually pretty good to get the first strike, and the Alpha strike is still worth a lot.
Enemy unit sighted.
So let's keep you repaired. Oh,
Unit under
where
attack.
did this rocket come from? Oh, it doesn't go in a straight line. Makes sense to me. So let's get one more power plant while we're at it. Get more reinforcements. They do send me a decent amount of reinforcements,
Reinforcements have arrived.
and I wouldn't have survived the earlier part of the mission without those reinforcements. So let's
Base is
maybe
under attack.
get you up here. And I hope they don't make a like surprise attack at one of my flanks, so that would be so cheap. But yeah, I survived longer than ever this time, so we should be good, I guess.
Unit under attack.
I could try to overrun them, but as I said before, it only gets me so much because you've got a pretty decent range. Because they get free reinforcement all the time anyway, just like I do, so it's not going to stop them. So well, it's getting cramped here. I'm going to build more of these guys, so can move a little bit further down here. I mean, these guys also get destroyed all the time, so it's not like. And ideally, I want like a crescent shape here, so all my guys can fire at these guys while they run into my meat grinder. You can't repair this lab here, so keep it intact if possible. So, and there we go. Unfortunately, units don't. 3 minutes I'm out of here. Are those 3 like real life minutes? We'll see. Anyway, they should have just deployed the MCV here. That would have made this trivial. I would have just lined up like 10 turrets here, defense turrets, and they would have slaughtered everything here. Then again, this mission would be too easy then. So yeah. Yeah, the second mission was equally difficult. Well, actually the second mission was a little bit easier. This one here is so far the most difficult one. The third one was a lot easier than this. This one here requires not perfect execution, but you have to line up your units like this. This is the only way I could mount a proper defense, especially because the pathfinding is terrible. So the units they tend to walk directly into the enemy, even if they can reach the enemy. That just seems to happen. So, but this looks pretty good so far because I'm gaining units faster than they are destroying them, which has got 2 minutes. Okay, so I think those are actually like real minutes. You can move a step forward and get destroyed, and you can take the spot. So, and they seem to have like kind of almost not the same units, but quite similar units. They've got their own monster tank and their own like light, medium, and medium tank, and this like a rocket unit. And they've got these guys with, I don't know, bazooka crutches. Well, it doesn't really matter all that much. So I still have a decent amount of gas here left. Yeah, the amount was apparently increased by 50% to the latest patch, and thanks to the latest patch I can also make actual groups, which is pretty useful. So let's actually get that tech center and the support center. Oh, airstrike. I didn't even pay attention to that, to be honest, but I didn't have the resources to get any of that anyway, so it doesn't matter. 1 minute and I have everything, so I think those are actually real life minutes, yeah. And look how much stuff these guys are throwing at this. This is crazy. Of course, you never get this amount of reinforcements, not even in the final mission, which I haven't played yet, but obviously we're not going to get that much in the final mission. I wonder whether I actually have to destroy their base, because I'm kind of tempted to like to steamroll their base with all the stuff I have here. But anyway, let's interrupt this. And you can all move a little bit forward. Yeah, I've got a pretty decent amount of armor here. Now they're not going to get anywhere anytime soon. So meanwhile, yeah, what the heck? Why does this happen? There's the structures randomly exploding. It happened to my arms factory actually, which almost threw me back far enough to lose this entire mission. Let's get the hell out of here. Okay. I could overrun them, but I guess I don't need to. Well, good for me. Alright. That was the 4th mission. So let's see whether that was actually worth it. We'll see. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I shall see you next time. Take care and goodbye.